Appreciate it. Well, people are trying to stay healthy with the new COVID-19 variants emerging right now in the middle of flu season. Heather Kyle Harmon with UT Extension tells us about what to think about when protecting your family and yourself from the flu.
So the first one is to avoid close contact. So really kind of keeping our COVID protocols in place, keeping that distance, especially if you don't feel well, if you have a sore throat, because we don't always know, is this a sinus infection? Is this allergies? Is this the flu? What is going on? So if you have not been to the doctor, just making sure that you protect yourself and protect other people and keep that distance. Stay home when you're sick. If you don't feel well, always stay at home. If you do have to go out, then make sure you put a mask on to protect those around you. Cover your nose and mouth when you sneeze. And remember, trying to not use our hand, but to use our elbow when we cover and cough and sneeze. Washing our hands. It's always a good idea. It's good practice. So making sure we wash our hands with warm soap and water, singing through the whole happy birthday song as we wash our hands, just to keep ourselves safe. Remembering, especially when we're out in public, trying not to touch your eyes, your nose, and your mouth. Those are huge places where germs can get into our body. So really trying hard not to touch our face at all when we're out in public, and making sure that we wash our hands before we do any of that. And then practicing other good health habits. So making sure that we are eating a well-balanced diet, we are exercising, getting outside some, going for a walk, getting enough sleep and rest. Adults need to get 7 to 8 hours each night. So making sure that we're really trying to get enough rest. Going to see our doctor when we know we don't feel well. Most doctors now have telehealth appointments that you can get, so you don't actually have to go anywhere, but you can still meet with your doctor. So making sure that we are just doing those other health habits that we need to make sure we're staying on top of. Also, making sure that we're passing these things along to our kids as they go to school, reminding them about washing their hands, cautioning about water fountains. Most kids now carry those water bottles and can just fill them up, and we're not having to use water fountains anymore. Kind of training them, teaching them not to touch their eyes, nose, or mouth when they're out in public, and just encouraging them to use hand sanitizer and washing their hands. Same thing at work. As adults, when we go to work, just wiping off our desk and areas, washing our hands, making sure you know your employee's policy. If you don't feel well, what do those sick policies look like? So this has been Heather Kyle Harmon with UT Extension. Stay well, take care of yourself, and take care of others.
Thank you, Ms. Heather. Meanwhile, Centers for Disease Control says it is safe to get a flu and COVID-19 shot or booster at the same time.